I always knew my family had its issues, but I never imagined their manipulation would go this far, straight into betrayal. The day I uncovered the full extent of their deceit is as fresh in my mind as if it happened yesterday. It all started with a call from my mom. After 13 years of hardly any contact, just the occasional holiday card or awkward chat, seeing her name pop up on my phone was a shock. "Claire, we need to talk," she said, her voice unusually gentle. "It's about Emily." Emily, the golden child, the one they worshipped, spoiled, and protected while I was left to deal with everything myself. Even as adults, the favoritism was painfully obvious. I braced myself for the guilt trip that was sure to come. She can't have children," Mom continued, her voice quivering. "The doctors confirmed it. She's heartbroken, Claire. She needs your help." I already felt the dread creeping in. "What kind of help?" I asked cautiously, knowing the answer would probably be something outrageous. "We want you to carry her baby. Be her surrogate." I froze, unable to speak at first. "Mom, you know I have a heart condition. The last time I was pregnant, it nearly killed me." "Yeah, but that was years ago. You're healthier now. And this is for Emily. Think about everything she's done for you." I let out a bitter laugh. What exactly has she done for me? Taken my stuff? Claimed credit for my accomplishments? Or maybe it was when she told me I was a burden to the family. Mom's tone shifted to coldness. "You're being overdramatic. This is about family. We all need to make sacrifices." "Sacrifices?" My voice rose with frustration. "You're asking me to risk my life for Emily, knowing it could leave my son without a mother?" That's when Dad added his voice to the mix, his deep tone a stark contrast to Mom's pleading. "Claire, stop making this about you. Emily deserves happiness. You owe it to her." I ended the call, seething with anger. How could they do this? My husband Greg found me pacing the kitchen, shaking with rage. I told him everything, and his reaction was immediate. "No way. You're not putting yourself in harm's way for them." For weeks, my parents bombarded me with calls and messages. When I blocked their numbers, they turned to social media, posting vague statuses about family betrayal and selfishness. Then the extended family piled on, echoing my parents' narrative. I was painted as the jealous, spiteful sister who refused to help poor Emily. The breaking point came when I received a letter from a fertility clinic. It said I'd been cleared to proceed with the surrogacy process. Confused and alarmed, I called the clinic, only to find out my parents had forged medical records to make it look like my heart condition was no longer an issue. The betrayal was overwhelming. They'd crossed a line I didn't even know existed. Greg insisted we take legal action, and we did. The clinic, shocked by the fraud, banned Emily and my parents from using their services and reported them to the authorities. The fallout was quick. Family members who had sided with my parents started backing off when the truth came out. Emily's husband, who had been on board with the surrogacy idea, was furious when he discovered the forgery. Their marriage fell apart, and he filed for divorce shortly after. As for my parents, their lives unraveled. Their reputation was shattered, and legal consequences were closing in. But I didn't feel any satisfaction in their downfall, only relief that I was free from their toxic hold. Greg, our son, and I began to rebuild our lives without the constant manipulation. For the first time in years, I felt like I could breathe again. I was free, free to live on my terms, and free to choose my own path. Cutting ties wasn't easy, but it was necessary. My peace was worth it. Looking back, I'm thankful for the strength I discovered within myself. My parents taught me valuable lessons, though not the way they intended. They taught me about boundaries, self-respect, and the power of walking away from those who don't value you. This experience didn't break me. It made me stronger.